Cool. So let's go ahead and get started. Listen, guys, thank you so much for giving me ideas and asking me to do more stuff and produce different contents. Continue to do that. Like on Snapchat, you guys go hard for your boy and constantly giving me ideas on videos. And time is of essence. Time is it's a commodity these days for me. With everything that I have going on, definitely want to update you guys soon. But I think this is an idea that I can duplicate. So you guys gave me this idea, so let's go ahead and do it. Pretty much is just critiquing your haircuts and giving you as much value as I can and helping you the best way that I can. You guys constantly, DM me on Instagram, mostly on Instagram, and that's why it's really hard for me to reply, because it's impossible for me to help you find out what you're doing wrong through a picture if I'm typing. You know what I mean? And so it's impossible. That's why I reply a lot more on Snapchat, because I could do the whole video thing. But nonetheless, this is a great idea, so that I can give back, give you guys some valuable content, and help you guys as much as I can. Because at the end of the day, this is what my channel is about. It's about helping the barber industry, because I care about it so much. And I think, if you guys are successful, it's only going to help my companies and my channel be successful as well. So why not just grow the industry? I'm tired of being called. I'm tired of my family members in Colombia thinking I'm an engineer, because because people are ashamed of barbering. Like, barbering is not what it used to be. And if you look at Tomb 45 and what it's about Barber Mary Mayette. There's a barber that's died 5,000 years ago, was put in a tomb when tombs were only for high royalty and the super wealthy, and today he still has a statue in the museum of the University of Pennsylvania. So the fact that he's still he's known, it goes to show you that at one point we were noble. Like, this dude has a statue, so that's why our whole slogan is Die a Legend. And I think through this channel and through this Tomb 45 culture, we can bring the word barber back up again. So nonetheless, let's help you guys out. Let's grow this industry, and let's get it. Y'all ready to get started? Alright, let's go. Alright, cool. So this is the first haircut. It's the first cut. And you can tell this guy has been doing his homework. You can tell he's doing his homework, and there aren't like harsh lines. You know what I mean? There isn't really harsh lines, but there is bulk. There are points, especially around here. You see this part right here, where there is bulk. You could spread that blend out a little bit more. And what I mean by spreading the blend out is just right in this section, you could have literally brought the half up a little bit higher. And then you could probably brought the half guard, the little gray half guard, or the zero guard for the Andes clippers, brought up a little bit higher. And then you got your number one guard, one open, two open, three, and you'll be right at this spot with a 4 or 3 or scissors or clipper over comb, whatever you want to do, but right at this ridge area. But by spreading this blend out, right in this section, that would have made this blend perfect. And then I see a little bit of I don't know if you cleaned him up. It doesn't look like you did, because around the ear section he still has hair. But if you guys are gonna send me pictures, do me a favor, clean him up real good so it doesn't look like there's still stubble around here. You could totally see that he definitely tell that he put the shaver on there. I commend you for that. Good job. Didn't really get to see what the scissor work looked like, but yo, do me a favor, give me a finished product, style it, do all that good stuff. I don't care if you're at your house, man. I see in the background you got some stuff there. I don't know what that pump thing is. I hope it's not shaved up, because you should be using Tomb 45. But yeah, I hope that helped. And overall, it looks good. I don't see the edge being super super defined. Maybe he didn't want it that way, but it looks like you could have made it a little bit more defined, maybe with a razor. But yeah, that's the first haircut. And that first haircut, sorry guys, that first haircut was by Jay the Barber 23. You can follow him on Instagram. And on every single person that that submits a haircut, I'll definitely shout you guys out somewhere in the corner, maybe here, maybe here, maybe here. I don't know, but I'll definitely show you guys love. And thank you, Jay the Barber, for submitting your haircut. On to the next one. Let's go. Alright, on this one we got X-Man 1987. Cool. Yeah, this guy knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. You know, he put a little design work. It's like a low medium-ish blend. What I would tell you is right here in this section, I can see a little bit of bulk right here. And you know, the reason why I'm being picky with your haircut is I could tell that you have some experience. I could tell that you can cut. And honestly, you could probably cut in a barbershop, you know, with this quality of haircut. You could definitely do it, as long as, especially if your customer service is on point. But like right here in this section, as you can see right here, I would have either done a few things. Right there, you could have used a number 3 guard open or 3 guard closed and just came off the ridge a little bit, like right in this section. Don't go into the hair, but like kind of like at an angle, like use this part of his scalp, of his head, to kind of like come off of it, and just, you know, just kind of almost freehand with the guard on to take that off, or the thinning shears. If you don't have thinning shears, get you some thinning shears. I don't care how much you pay for them. Get you some kind of thinning shears that can cut decently and clean that up a little bit. The other thing I would tell you is this looks great. This is perfect. Like, this is a nice transition. Good job right here. But then it looks like on this side right here, it looks like there's a little bit of bulk. I could be wrong. It could be because it looks like there's a shadow. There's not a lot of light. But, you know, I'm being picky with you because it looks like you have experience. So that's the only way you're going to learn, especially if you have experience, is if I could just be a little bit picky and I could tell you, you know, like this section looks like there's some bulk. It might be lighting, but right here, this is fire. This is perfection. Seriously. Good job. And that is X-Man 1987. Thank you for submitting your haircut. On to the next one. We got Gabe the Barber 9. Gabe the Barber 9. And these are all Instagrams, in case you're wondering. Okay, Gabe, you could have cleaned him up in the forehead a little bit. That's number 1. Number 2 is, I noticed you didn't style him up at all. Like, you could have literally put some serum, put some, you know, some low hold hair gel in there and blow dried his hair and styled him and made him look fresh. But other than that, this is a good haircut. Like, I'm not gonna tell you it's a great haircut, but it's a good haircut. I don't see any lines of demarcations. I see a nice shadow fade, a nice blend. Looks like you did about a half. Right here, the line could have been a little bit more defined. You could have used a razor if you didn't have edgers. If maybe you're using clippers only, I don't know. But I probably would have defined that a little bit more. It looks like you tapered out the back. We can't really see it, but it looks like you tapered out the back. It looks good. Overall, good haircut, not great. Because you could have finished him off with the styling. You could have cleaned up the line right here a little bit better. And, yo, I don't know if you ever... I know you've gotten a haircut before, bro. Like, these hairs on your head, on your forehead, are itchy. They bother people. Make sure you're constantly dusting your boy off. Like, you know what I mean? So, but overall, good haircut. Not bad. Good job. Good job. Cool. This next one is Manny the Barber space or underscore. I don't know why you guys do that. If you're gonna put an Instagram handle, try your hardest not to put any space or any underscore, especially in the front or at the end. Like, it's a world of trouble long term, especially if you're trying to build a personal brand. And as a barber, you should always be trying to build a personal brand. Doesn't matter if it's on Instagram or with your community or with potential clients. Like, it should be easy as possible to reach you. And organically, it's a lot tougher if you got underscores and spaces in your handle or in your screen name or your Instagram handle. Just some social media advice. All right, but let's get on to the cut. This is a good cut. Obviously, the camera is great quality, but I'm gonna get picky with you, and this is why. Number one thing I noticed was right here in this section. This section right here, you probably could have put the number 0 guard on here. You probably could have put the number 0 guard right in this section and spread the blend a little bit more. Open the 0 guard up. This is probably number 1 in this area. This is probably number 1 in this area. So in this area, that number 0 guard would have completely cleaned that up. Okay. The other thing I would tell you is, I could tell you didn't put a razor on him, because this C cup would have been a lot more defined if you put a razor on it. And this corner right here is too curvy for me. Then you have a little tiny dip right here. Straighten that out. Use the razor. But I could tell you know what you're doing. It's a good haircut. Not great. I give you like a 6.5 on that haircut. Alright. Now we got Swaxy space or underscore J. Okay, this is a tough haircut. So big ups to you for taking on this haircut. It's a tough haircut. It's a low fade or a drop fade, whatever you want to call it, into like the messy top. And like the hair is long below the ridge. So this is a tough haircut. And I think you definitely did a good job. I don't see like harsh lines and demarcations, and that's the number one thing I look for. It doesn't look as clean as I think you could get it. I definitely know you didn't put the razor on the bald area, because this is bald. Obviously, it starts off with bald on the bottom or skin. You didn't pass the shaver or razor in this section or in this section. You can see stubble. You know, it obviously doesn't look like a finished haircut, because he's not dusted off. The beard is super messy. Could have at least blended this section in, and this C cup could have been cleaner. And then you didn't style it. The blend is good. But guys, give me finished products. Send me finished products. Stop. Listen, the problem with barbers today is we don't finish nothing. We really don't. We never finish anything. I've worked in shops where, you know, we just rush them out. We give them the basics, we rush them out, and there's still hair on their necks that you could have cleaned off. There's still, you know, you don't blend the beard in. Like, it's just unfinished. You don't ask them if they want product in. If you didn't want product in, I'm sorry, my bad. You might have told me on the DM, but, you know, I just saved the pictures and I keep it moving to save time. But it's a tough haircut. Overall, you executed very well. With the blend. But everything else, you kind of just whatever. You know, the styling, the edge could have been sharper, but the blend is great, especially since it's from a 0 to long length. So good job. And that was Swaxy J. Now we have listen to this. Now we have space or underscore Nohas space or underscore. Impossible to find. I'll never find you. I will never organically find your haircuts, and they're good haircuts. Okay, now what I would tell you is it looks a little choppy in this section. You can see a little bit of choppiness in this section, and you could have spread, see this part right here, you could have spread that blend out a little bit more. And spreading that is probably with the number 0 guard or the gray half Andes guard. But it also could be with just, you know, no guard, blade all the way open. Here, I would tell you definitely a 3 open, or number 4 would take that choppiness out. Just come off the ridge like this. Come off the ridge, right? Don't go into it like this, right? Come off the ridge, and you would have a great haircut. But this is a good haircut. And at this angle, if I was looking at it face sideways, it would probably look a lot lighter here and a lot darker here. If I was looking at it from a side view. So from the side view, it might not be a good haircut, to be honest with you. But from here, it's a good haircut. So Nohas, good job overall. Alright, so this haircut, Wanda Barber, I put you on because, you know, you wrote some nice stuff, some nice things. And I wanted to put you on. But the lighting could have been better on the picture. From what I see here, I see a line right here. See that line right there? I get what you were doing. You were trying to keep the C cup dark. But literally, you can keep a C cup dark and still blend. Still blend like this. Like that. See what I'm saying? Alright. And you would still keep this dark. Put the razor on them because there's a little bit of stubble right here. And right here you could have took this out with like the number 0 guard. Right here probably would have been the 1.5 or the Andes 1 open. And you would have cleaned that up. But this is tough hair. This is very coarse hair. And like I don't see any like little hair strands sticking up on the top, which is very tough to do with this type of hair. You gotta run the guard 1,050 times. So big ups to you for that. But those are the things I would have worked on this haircut. Thank you for submitting your haircut, bro. And that is Juan the Barber. Wait, stop. Space or underscore Juan the Barber. So you can't put Juan the Barber and find him. You gotta put space underscore Juan the Barber. Move on to the next one. Alright, so I got 2 haircuts by Drew the Barber. And I want to show both of them because one, like this one, is alright. And the next one is pretty good. Okay? First thing I would tell you is you need to spread your blend out. And I get it. You have very tight curly hair. Very tight curly hair. Very thick, tight curly hair. And you shaped it up very well. It looks very nice, very proportioned, as you can see. Very nice, very proportioned, right? But right here, there's way too much bulk. Way too much bulk. That could have been avoided with a 1.5 guard with walls, or 1 open guard with Andes, or 1/8 open is the exact measurement. And then just kind of clean it up, and then from there you freehand it, and you'll take that bulk out. Right here, it looks like it could have been like the either clipper, no guard, halfway open. Just use the corner of the blade, and you would have took this little bit of bulk out right here, a little bit of bulk out, and then it would have been a great haircut. So I hope that helped with that. We'll move on to the next one. This is also by Drew Barber, and this is a better haircut. Right here, again, with the 1 open or the 1.5 guard for the walls, you could have took this little bit of bulk out, and then I would have spread this blend out a little bit more. So I would have done the same thing as the last haircut. I would have took the Andes halfway open or 1/4 of the way open, and the same thing with walls, and I probably would have went up 1/4 inch in this section. So from here to here, and that would have been a very clean blend right there. And then right here, I would have done the 1 guard close to the 1 open from here to here, and that would have been a very, very clean blend. But as always, you shaped it pretty nicely. Right here is a little bit of a sharp point, but very nice curvature right here. So good job. All right, next on to the next one. This one is Robert dot or period cuts. Another hard one. This isn't a bad haircut. Right here, you could have went up a little bit more with the 0, right? And when I say 0, I mean the clipper closed. I would have went up a little bit higher. Very nice C cup, very sharp lineup. This is the only thing I would make a complaint about. That, and it looks like there's some stubble where it should be bald. I would have put the shaver or the razor on there, and that would have made the cut look a lot cleaner. Believe it or not, those are the small details that would have made this cut a lot cleaner. And if you did use a shaver, you either need a new blade, a new foil, or you need to go. You're not going against the grain because there's a little bit of stubble there. So, Robert cuts, not bad, bro, not bad at all. All right, now this is the last one, and we got Briscoe. Okay, so in my eyes, this is a shadow fade with no lineup, or it's a bald fade, and you didn't get close at all to the sides. That's the first thing I noticed right away. Boom. Like, you should, like, if it's a 0, your liners need to be closer, and then you need to pass a shaver or a razor to get it closer, okay? If it's a shadow fade, you didn't even line them up. The stubble here, you could have lined up. I don't care if you use it with trimmers, or you use trimmers and razor, or you use just the razor, you would have made a lot cleaner cut, okay? The blend isn't great, okay? But I don't see a lot of lines. You see what I'm saying? So it's not that bad, okay? If you would have lined him up good, or if you would have got it tighter on the sides, you would have made this haircut 1,000 times better, right? The other thing that I noticed is, and this hair is coarse as well, but it's not as thick as some of the other hair that I saw that was coarse. But remember when I was telling you that you can see some hair, if it's not like perfectly cut, if you didn't run the clipper through it a few times or freehand it the right way, you're gonna see a ridge. Check this out. Okay, not bad, not bad. Follow along, not bad. A little bit of straight hairs, Boom. See this hair sticking up? You either have to freehand that or make sure you're going against the grain with whatever guard you're running, or go a little bit lower. This is what I mean by, like, coarse hair does this all the time. So that's what I would tell you about that. That's the last one I got for you guys, and I hope this video helps. If it didn't, I'm sorry. If your video didn't get posted on this video, I mean, if your picture didn't get posted on this video, it's because I got so many videos submitted, and I'm grateful for it. I'm humbled by it. Thank you so much for thinking so much of me to want to know my opinion on your haircuts. But I got so many submitted that I'm gonna try to knock them out one by one as fast as I can. It's obviously gonna take me multiple videos. There's a whole new series on my channel. You guys let me know what you think about it, if it helps. And if, you know, maybe you submitted your haircuts early, they might be good haircuts, great haircuts. Like, that's not gonna help nobody. If you're submitting a great haircut, it's not gonna help anybody for me to, you know, critique your haircut. You guys give me your opinion on that. Maybe you still want me to post them. If you do, and you just want to hear me be like, yo, that dude is fire, yo, fire cut, then I'll do it still. So let me know what your input is on that. If you think there's any way that I can improve these videos, let me know. Nonetheless, thank you guys so much. Another reason why I didn't post your video is because I couldn't see nothing. Or you submitted video, and with video I can't really do that much. So you can post different, you know, like you saw earlier, there was a collage with different angles of his haircut. You can send me that helps. But nonetheless, if you want to resubmit pictures, you're more than welcome to. Thank you guys so much for watching, and make sure you subscribe. I'm trying to get to 100K. I just hit 90,000. My birthday's on December 25th. That means I got a month to hit 100K. So let's make it happen, y'all. Thank you so much.